to the left is the aeolian, but we have aeolian covered up here. It's right and it's left. So let's advance to the aeolian. You can get these. Here it is. Here's the aeolian blues. Over here on the sidebar, we have the explanation. This goes this way horizontally. We have the root key of the blues. Simply up here, we've got root key of the blues. We've got the magic key, the pentatonic key, and the mixolydian key. Okay, and this is how the cages go. These colors are justified to what blues we're doing. So in the aeolian blues, we're focusing on these color schemes. Okay, so the root color would be blue. Now this is native. Native is according to the C. So the cage shape advance of C is the A shape, which is the red. So anywhere you see the red is going to be the A shape. Anywhere you see the green is going to be the C shape. All right, in the native colors. Anywhere you see the light purple is going to be the D shape. Anywhere you see the blue-gray is going to be the E shape. Okay, in the native colors. But let's say we're looking at the aeolian blues here. All right, now the root color is going to be the aeolian color. Add one cage to that, and we're looking at the blue-gray color, which is the E-shaped color. So I know this is E-shaped just by looking at it, and I know that it's the RKB plus 1C. So if the RKB is the G shape plus one caged, in the word cage, C-A-G-E, G goes to E in cage. So this would be the E shape. That's the E color. Okay, now in the pent key, we're going to go ahead. One pent from the G-shaped color is going to be the A color, is red. So what are these colors? You see these colors here. These colors are all right here. All right here. We got our light green there. Sometimes I'll make it dark green. Red for the A color, light blue for the G color, blue-gray for E, but E is also sometimes yellow because of the Ionian cage. The Ionian cage where we have to do the half shape, but we got the root right there so often, that bar chord. And then we have a half shape C there. So those are the colors. So I think this has been a difficult. I've been charting these things. I've done all 7 charts. Okay, we talked about the native colors. Remember, the native colors are the Phrygian blues colors. Okay, I call it the Phrygian blues. Okay, so these are your native colors, where the RKB would be the C shape. Sorry, I'm moving this around so much. The RKB would be C7 bar E7 shape for the pretty much the F shape, you know. And then this is a little hard to see, the G7 shape there, G7. And remember, the G7 would be over to the left on these charts. So that's how I can play it. I needed to see that. I needed to see it lined up. So if I'm going, let's say, doing this, I'm going to play the C7. And I want to go to the G. I just look over here for that G shape. Right here, this little G shape. You see, everything starts getting smaller. This helps me find the blues note. The blues note in the root key of the blues is in the C string shape, so this says blues C note right there, BC. It's starting to pixelize bad. One of these days I'll make new I'll just start again from another fretboard. I don't even have to make it over again, but I have to make sure I get the right colors. So if the colors are pertinent, I make sure they're the right colors, that's for sure. So that's it, for today. The important thing was originally to find that we can find the shadowing here. If we're in the RKB, we have an RKB right here. We have an RKB shadow right there. But how do you shape fit it? So we got a C7 here. In the pent key, we can do a C pent right here. Now also in the RKB, there's a shadow up there, but where does it start? So we start from the fourth here. Remember, we're going to bar the E7, so it's moved up. So the E goes to the D shape up here, and then the D shape, okay, goes to the C shape. It starts right here, and it's going to be diatonic. So it's going to start on that A. So here we go with this. Right here is the shadow for the mix key. But that's just a basic C-shaped scale, right? Diatonic. Okay, so it's... Now the mix key, remember, in the mix, we're down here for the mix key. And trust me, if we move this, if I put a little marker here with the drawing tool, and put a little square there, this is our little C box right here. That's the C box, that's the shadow box. Okay, I'm going to go into cursor mode. I'm going to drag this box up. We're going to keep it lined up. Keep it lined up. Keep it lined up more or less. So this is more or less all the way up to the root key of the blues. See how we're going to start on the 6th there. So we're going to be starting on the 6th. So it's not exactly, you have to have the shape fitting right. So remember, the shape fitting for the shadow of the RKB, all right, in the root Mixolydian blues key is different. It's not quite the same as the shape fitting for the blues pent key, which is right here. So the note is right here. The 3 in the blues pent key, it's different. It's down here. Okay, it's like a whole step down. All right, so you got to keep your whole steps and your minor thirds, keep track of your P's and Q's kind of thing when you're building your cage shapes off of each transformed key. It does follow cage, so this would be the 4th. So if we're here, the 4th would be here, barred, because the barred E7 4th. I'm just showing you that's also the 4th, but we're not going to that 4th yet. The RMBK transformation happens to be the 4th of it. So we go again. Right there, the blues note is right there on the 1st. So we can go ahead and go, 2 more strings up with that. Just like that. But not on the 4th string. Okay? So we just follow cage. We've got that E shape there. And then we go to a D shape there. And then from that D shape, then we go to the C shape there. So it's on the A. So let's play it. It's going to be on the A, which is actually going to be where? Right here. It's the 3 on this one. We're only this far, but I've done all 8, which is way up here for everybody that know where these are. Hey, there's an RKB up there. Where's that? First few boxes here. We'd only be looking at the first few boxes over here. We'd only be looking at the first few boxes over here for that. That's what I'm telling you here. So we have this duality where not only we have horizontal 5ths and 4ths, but we have vertical fifths and fourths. Same shape. So we can implement that. And that's about it. I've done all 7 of them. Okay, the C, the A7, D7, the G7 blues, the E7 blues, but that E7 is the Locrian one, which is barred. And it's interesting. If we come up here and we look at the actual B note, a little out of shape. Okay, we start this thing with a bar. So right here, since there's white notes there, that means we're going to play those. There's no sunken notes here. So let's put the capo on the 3 maybe. Okay, and basically what are we looking at? The key of F right there. So it's hey, we're out of time. It's been a pretty good lesson. I'll be editing it. If you follow these methods I have and you kind of start to catch on, you're going to be great. Keep watching, keep following Andy Street Guitar Chart videos on YouTube, and follow instructions below to access Andy Street Guitar Chart videos on Facebook. And have a great day. Thanks for watching.